Welcome to episode 3 of the Crochet with Kaye podcast. I post every Monday and I sit down and talk about all things yarn, crochet, and more. My name is Kahila or Kaye and I am a crochet artist. You can find me on Instagram at KAHILAHHH for any behind the scenes on my yarn projects and any channel updates. Now, let's get into it. This humming sound that you hear is from my laptop. I'm trying to upload a video to my writing channel per usual. So yeah, I will need to take a little break to upload that video. Also, I have so much, when I tell you guys so much, I have so much to talk about today. It's insane. I have so much yarn to show you guys. I finally got my yarn in. Remember I was talking about my yarn from Joann that's been delayed because of FedEx and stuff. I don't know if I talked about it a lot in the last episode, but I know I did talk about it in a bunch of videos. So if you've seen that, then you know my situation. I finally got that yarn in today after 11 days of my yarn sitting in that warehouse because of FedEx. Oh my gosh. Not even gonna get into it. If you want to hear it, I say it in every other recent video that you guys see. So, oh, wait a minute. I just realized this is the first official video of me with my brown/black hair. So hello, no more red. Okay, what made me go to black/brown? Well, I was just talking with my sisters and we're just like, you want to change some things up? And I was like, yeah. And so we're like, how do we feel about black hair? Because we like to be in sync and stuff. We're very close and we like to match when we can. And, we just like to have fun because why not? We're sisters that are close. So why not just match? I don't know. That was a terrible way to explain that. But anyway, we decided to all go black/brown. I'm saying brown because you could see some brown, in the sunlight it's brown, and normal light it looks jet black, but it's not. It's black brown. So we all decided to go dark and I'm really loving it. Okay, the color was nice and all, but I don't know. I like to change up my style once in a while. So anyway, updates on me. I have all of my notes right here. So as usual, I'm going to be looking down because I need to stay on track because especially today when I have a lot to talk about, I'm going to be talking about, I always have, I have 5 topics, whether it be small or long, small or long, small or large. I don't know how to explain that actually. There will be a topic where I talk about a lot of things and a topic where I talk about one thing, but it's still a topic, Okay. Whew. I had to get that out. I'm like, oh my gosh, how do I explain this? Anyway, I need to swallow. Woo! All right, so I have the second topic I'm going to be talking about is going to be kind of lengthy. I'm going to pull out my whip that I'm working on. I'm not going to show you guys because I talk about it after that little section, but I'm going to be crocheting while I talk about it because I feel like crocheting while I talk about it. So, updates on me, you guys. I have 2 whips, okay? Miss One Whip until I finish my project has 2 whips. Yes, I am seeing why people have multiple whips. Okay, I know a lot of people have multiple whips because they might run out of yarn for this and that. I have multiple whips because I want to see what it's like to work on multiple projects at the same time, see how it goes with filming those projects at the same time. And when I tell you that I am loving this, it's helping me fly through these projects surprisingly. I did not think that I would be flying through these projects, but here I am flying. So that's also very good. I will show you guys those 2 whips later. I'm so excited. I found this knitter called Friday Knits. I think her name is Phoebe. I'm actually not sure. She said her name once in her videos that I watched, but I forgot. But I think it's Phoebe. I could be wrong. But her channel's name is Friday Knits, and she's a knitter, and she talks all about knitting and yarn, and her personality, so amazing. She's Australian. I love her accent, and I'm just I've been obsessed with her videos, and she just came out with a podcast. Oh my gosh. I am loving everyone coming out with podcasts now. Like, hello, yes, more content for me to watch while I crochet. Oh my god, I almost choked on my spit. More content for me to watch while I crochet. Yes, I love it. I'm like, yes. And then Anna came out with a podcast. Oh my gosh. And then Tiffany, she dropped her episode. When I tell you I was binging these podcast episodes, I was binging, okay? Binging. Also, hold on. It's not even in here. Oh. I got a new hook. Let me show you guys my hook. I got a new hook. It's a 4.5. This is in Furls Streamline Resin / Swirl, and it is Supernova. This is now my new favorite hook. Okay, I thought that other one was my favorite hook. Now that I'm getting into using like size 4.5 millimeter hooks and stuff because of my projects that I'm working on, the yarn that I'm getting, the yarn that I'll show you guys in just a little bit. We haven't even started on this first topic, okay? This is just me updating you guys on me. Anyway, this is now my favorite hook, okay? My favorite hook. All right, I think that's it. I just wanted to give you guys those little updates about me. Now, let's talk about yarn, okay? So I told you guys the yarn, like in last episode, I told you guys about the yarn that I plan on getting. So I have most of that yarn here and now, okay? What? I am so excited. So the first one, oh wait, I should say we're diving into the topic, new yarn. Update on the new yarn. Okay, so the first one, Lush Alpaca by Loops and Threads. I don't have, that's like the only one I think that I don't have. Yeah, that one is coming in tomorrow or the next day. It like changes up sometimes, so I'm probably gonna get it tomorrow. You guys will see in one of my vlogs, and I'm also doing a yarn haul on it. So I'm doing yarn hauls. Anyway, so that one, that Lush Alpaca, oh, I'm so excited for that. I am going to be making, I think, a vest with it because I just want to see what the yarn is like. Excuse me. I want to see what the yarn is like. I saw it on somebody on Instagram and I was just like, ooh, I wonder what that yarn is like. Okay. This is going to be like a one-time use type of thing. It's not going to be like my main yarn that I want to use because it's like 90% acrylic. So I'm trying to dive away. I'm trying to move away from like super heavy acrylic based things. Like my Kaye element is like 90% cotton, 10% acrylic. I can do stuff like that, but like when it's like super acrylic, like I'm just trying to slowly get away from acrylic, okay? Like a lot of acrylic. But yeah, so I'm gonna be making a vest with that. I'm pretty sure I could change my mind, but I'll let you guys know if I do. I don't have that yarn with me. The next one is this Kaye element yarn from VYEN. Let me just show you my yarn that I finally got today. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is what it looks like. So I got the denim blue and I got a cream. Here we go. And I got a cream. So here is the cream color right here. Also, I how do I say this? I filmed yarn hauls on all of these. Well, for most of them. I still need to do yarn hauls for the other wool that I got. But I'll tell you guys like which ones I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm doing yarn hauls on most of these. So I go into details. I like do swatches and stuff with this yarn. So that'll be out like next week and the next week and the next week. So just be on the lookout for a bunch of yarn hauls dropping and I'll go into more details about these yarns. But for now, I'll just give you guys the basics. This is the cream Kaye element yarn. It is 90% cotton, 10% acrylic. And then I have, why can't I speak today? Like I keep choking on my saliva. This is annoying. Anyway, so this is the denim blue one, the one that was stuck at that facility, factory, whatever. Oh my gosh, it comes with 102 yards and it's 50 grams. So that's 102 yards is 93 meters. Look at this. Look at it. Oh my gosh, and I think you could use a, it recommends a 5.5 for crochet hooks and a 5mm for knitting needles, but I'm using a 4.5 for it, and my stitches, I'll show you guys in my whip later. It's beautiful, okay, beautiful. But these are my two main colors. My sisters also got yarn. Malika, aka Mr. Bobbin, she got like pink and cream, I think, maybe pink and gray, pink and something else. That pink color, so cute. My sister Kalila, Copy Kaye, she got gray and cream, so she gave me the rest of her cream and the rest of her gray. So this is what the gray one looks like. And I've been incorporating that into the sleeve that I'm making, but I'm only gonna, I was thinking, I'm only gonna incorporate the gray in the sleeve portion because I won't have enough for the actual panels. And plus I just want the panels to be these two colors. Oh my gosh. So yeah, these, it's my yarn, okay? I'm going to, this is a yarn that I'm definitely going to go back to because I love the style. I love the, especially the denim blue color. Like, it's so good. Like, I just want more. Like, I want the rest of the colors. It doesn't have like a good, nice broad color selection, but it has enough to keep me like enticed to buy it. So yeah, I like it a lot. Hold on, let me check on my video. Okay, 2 minutes. Guys, this hum is loud. All right, the next yarn that I have, Comfy Fingering. Oh my gosh. All right, let's get these little bad boys up here. I'll show you guys all the colors that I got for it as well. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I got 6 different colors. This is what it looks like. So this, the Casey Element was from Joanne, the Lush Alpaca was from Michaels, and this is from Knit Picks. I love Knit Picks, dude. So Knit Picks, this is the Comfy Fingering Weight. I've never dabbled with fingering weight yarn before, and I was literally flabbergasted out at how thin this yarn was. Like, look at that. Like, it looks like it won't be thin, right? As soon as you try to swatch that bad boy, I have to use a 3.5mm hook, okay? Like, it's not in here, it's in my case. But I have to use a 3.5mm hook, and I've never used a 3.5mm hook for any project ever before. So this is like new territory. This comes with 218 yards, and it's 50 grams. And you can use a B to E hook, so that's 3.5 and lower. 3.5 is like the highest it says. And then for knitting needles, it says numbers 1 through 3. Not sure what that means. So yeah. This yarn is 75% Pima cotton and 25% acrylic. And yeah, I just wanted, because the Casey Element is a worsted weight yarn, and I was just like, I want something that's like a little thinner, but with a better like color selection, like with solid colors and stuff like that. So then I found this fingering weight yarn. So I'm gonna like double strand it with different colors and see what that's like. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna create like some weird, am I creating a vest with this too? No, I'm thinking of making a cardigan with it. Okay, so I have it in my notes what I want to make. Hallelujah, because I said a vest and I want to make a cardigan. So yeah, I want to, oh my gosh, I want to make a cardigan with it. So I have this one, this like maroon red color, and then I have this dark green color, then I have this beautiful light blue color, and then this like pinky, I don't know, it's like, yeah, it's kind of like on a pink scale, I guess. Then I have this brighter green color, and then this brown color. So even though it has 218 yards, I'm going to be double stranding it, so I'm not sure if I'll have enough for a cardigan, but you know, we'll see. I just got this. I didn't get this for a specific project. I got it just to try out the yarn, see the different colors and stuff, so we shall see how this goes. Let me just toss these over here. All right, so next on this list, I got this yarn called Palette. That's the brand name, and it is 100% Peruvian Highland wool. Oh my gosh, when I tell you guys, I am so ready to use this yarn, dude. Oh my gosh. So let me get all the colors. I got 3 blues, 3 greens, and 2 yellows, and I definitely want to create a vest with this yarn. So let's put these over here. Where's the last one? Where's my yellow? Did I not put it in here? Hold on. You know you always make me nervous. Yeah. Oh. Dude, I was like, where the heck did this yarn go? It went like rolled all the way over there. So this is the palette yarn. It is also from Knit Picks because I love Knit Picks, okay? And it is, hold on, 100% Peruvian Highland wool. So I've never worked with wool before. I'm trying to get into wool now. Look at me. Trying to get into wool. And so I found this wool. This is a fingering weight wool, so like this strand is thin like the other one, but oh my gosh, it's so fluffy and light and beautiful. And it is 231 yards, 50 grams. You can use B to E hook and number 1 to 3 knitting needles. And I got these 2 yellows, so I'm gonna double strand it and see what kind of color this thing makes, okay? I'm gonna make a vest, and then I got these 3 colors in blue. I opened this one already to swatch it for a video, but I got these 3 blues, and then I got these 3 greens. So I'm gonna be double stranding out the wazoo. I'm just gonna see what this turns into. Like, I'm so excited for this to turn into something that's so cool. Oh my gosh. And you guys will be there with me because I film literally everything. So every project that I talk about, I film it in either a crochet with me, a crochet vlog, or a crochet with me. All right, the next yarn, I got this super bulky wool. I wanted to see what like super bulky wool looked like. And so of course I went to my handy dandy trusty Knit Picks, and I got this brand called Tough Puff, and it is 100% wool, and you can use M to N hook, so that's a 8 and a 9 hook, and then a number 15 for knitting needles, it says. And this one comes with 44 yards. It's 100 grams. And so I got a green and a yellow. What was I going to make with this? I think, what was I going to make? Oh my gosh. I think I was going to make a purse or something, like a little, like just like a mini tote, just because it only comes with 44 yards and it's thick. So it's not going to get me much for a project like a vest or a cardigan or a sweater or something. So I was just like, I can try to make a little tote bag or something out of these. I just got 2 just to see what it was like. I haven't swatched it or anything yet. And yeah, I still need to film this yarn haul video, but I'm going to be filming a yarn haul with this yarn. And with my new yarn that I got, which is a worsted weight yarn in wool. So I got fingering weight, bulky, and worsted. So I got this yarn from, say it with me, Knit Picks, okay? Oh my gosh, Knit Picks just has everything that I need, okay? So, and I also got my Dishy cotton yarn from there, which is why I'm getting all this yarn from there. So this is called Wool of the Andes, and this is 100% Peruvian Highland wool, a worsted weight. It comes in 110 yards and it's 50 grams. So this is like basic worsted yarn, nice and thick. I like my worsted yarn, okay? Like, I'm sorry, I just can't. Worsted is for me, okay? Fingering, that's like an experiment. I'm gonna experiment with those, but I don't think I will buy them as consistently as I would worsted weight or even bulky, because I can use my big hooks with these. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to be doing a yarn haul video unboxing with this yarn and with this yarn, but I wanted to show you guys first, okay? Because why not? So I got a bunch of different colors. I got this one. I got this darker green, but it's so pretty. I got this yarn. I don't know what the heck this is. It has so many colors going on, but it's like a rustic, rusty, woodsy, like I'm about to go camping. Let's eat some s'mores type. I'm gonna go and chop a tree down. Like, imagine a vest with this, with just this. Oh, wait a minute. Let me stop. I have too many ideas already. Like, my brain is going crazy, okay? Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, my brain is also like going insane right now, so sorry if I'm not like all the way here, because I'm like thinking always so far in the future. Like, I stayed up until 1 a.m. yesterday or today with my sisters just crocheting and like brainstorming about our future, about future patterns, designs, videos. Honestly, my camera stopping scared me. I was just like, what the heck just happened? Okay, we're up brainstorming about videos, and what else was I about to say? Just projects, crochet projects in general. Like, guys, I came up with something. I can't even say anything right now because like it's not happening for a few months, so I'm not gonna tell you guys for a few months, but I'm gonna be working on it behind the scenes and stuff. Oh my gosh, I want to tell you guys so badly, but it's gonna be great. I'm very excited for this. I'm going to be using new yarn that I'm not even mentioning in this yarn section because you guys will just have to wait. Like, I'm so excited. Anyway, okay, so got this yarn, and then I got like this one. It's like kind of like a lighter version of this one right here. So like, ooh, these two together, like I could do like this for ribbing, this for the vest, or this for the ribbing and this for the vest. Like, please. Oh God, I get inspired so easily. And then I have this other green color right here. So I got 6 of them, I'm pretty sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I like to get my yarn in 6s for some reason. Like, I literally have no idea why I do it. I just do it. So I'm gonna film a yarn haul probably tomorrow with these yarns. And I don't even know when that's gonna come out. I have so many videos that's like scheduled or already filmed that I need to edit and stuff. I love it. I'm never running out of ideas, guys. All right. Okay, put these over here. Ah! Okay, my wool just fell on the ground. Dude, earlier my cat, so like my sister was telling me something about like cats liking wool and like taking wool or something like that, and literally yesterday, the day before, we experienced like our cats attacking our wool, trying to get at it. And then today I got my new wool in, and then my cat just got on the bed. I filmed him, so it's gonna be in like crochet vlog number 3. That's gonna be uploaded whenever, way after this is posted. But my cat literally got on the bed, grabbed my yarn out of the bag, and then like went on my bed and was like looking for a strand to play with. I was just like, what is in it? It's just like something in wool that like attracts cats or something. I don't know. Something. I gotta look at my lips once in a while so I don't have like, you know, white stuff around it. It happens. It's annoying. Okay, my video is processing. Okay. Is that all the yarn? I think that's all of the yarn, you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's all the yarn. All right, so I'm going to grab my whip down here. I'm not going to show you guys just yet because I'll show you guys after I talk about this next section, but I just want to crochet and talk because, I don't know, I feel like it'll be weird just making eye contact while talking about this stuff. So give me a second. All right. All right. I also want to crochet, so I don't seem too serious or annoyed by what I'm about to talk about. But this next section is, I'm just going to call it crochet community. It's just some things that I would like to see, some things I have seen, a few things I just want to bring up and bring to light. Like it's not serious situations, but I feel like since I'm a part of this community and I'm seeing it and I'm talking about it behind the scenes, I might as well talk about it with you guys, see if you guys have seen some of these things, you guys feel some of these things that I'm feeling, and just, you know, we can just have a conversation, because I just like to have conversations about stuff, because why not? So let me get my row counter real quick and let's begin talking. Okay, so crochet community. First of all, I don't see a lot of people with row counters and stuff. I see people like writing down what row they're on and stuff, and stuff like that. I'm just like, row counters, like, they help. So if you guys don't know about row counters, get yourself a row counter, because trust me, I'm on row 28 of my project right now and I'm not getting lost because I have my row counter. I have like a bajillion row counters. So if I lose one, I have another one. I always keep 2 with me in my pouch, just like I always keep 2 hooks with me and my little snips and a bunch of stitch markers. A lot of people don't even have stitch markers. I see people using like bobby pins and stuff like that. Just get stitch markers. Like, come on guys, just get a stitch marker. It's so easy. Okay, the first few ones are a little lighthearted, okay? It's just things that I would like to see more. All right, so the first thing, I put crochet with me vlogs, okay? In the crochet like YouTube community, we are lacking in the vlogs, okay? Give me all the vlogs. I want the vlogs. Tutorials are very nice. So nice, you know, they're great. I want to see more vlogs. Like, I don't want to sit down and crochet and watch a tutorial. That's not going to happen. I'm not going to sit unless I'm like trying to learn something. Then of course I will watch that tutorial. But while I'm crocheting, I want to watch something like that has to do with the community, crocheting or knitting, but I'm talking about crocheting right now. And I want to just see more like sit down with me's and crochet, like, just like me, I do a lot of crochet with me vlogs, because I'm like, I want to see more crochet with me's and I don't see it. So I'm just like, you know what? I'll make it, because if I'm looking for it, that means somebody else might be looking for it. So I was just like, you know what? Let me do it, okay? But anyway, I would love to see bigger like tutorial YouTubers, like crochet YouTubers, start a project from start to finish. I would like to see them film themselves, start a project, and finish a project in that same video. You know, a crochet with me. Like, I would love to see, for example, I would love to see Tony from TL Yarn Crafts. I would love to see her like start whatever shawl or blanket that she makes from start to finish, and just see the progression, like hear like what makes her frustrated about working on that project and stuff like that. I just feel like that would be really cool to see. I love seeing behind the scenes of stuff, and it's just diving deeper, connecting better. Like, I just love feeling that connection. So crochet with me vlogs, like, give me all the vlogs, like I said, please. Oh my gosh. Next on this list is a crochet podcast. I would love to see more crochet podcasts that are consistent. So a lot of people, like, I've been recommended a bunch of like podcasts and stuff, but it's from people who aren't consistent with their channel or with their podcast. So it's like, I don't want to get into it because like there's an end. And I know, I mean, of course, some people just can't be consistent because of whatever's happening with them, but it would just be nice to see more consistency, especially with podcasts and stuff, because I just want to sit and just listen to or watch a video for an hour or 30 minutes to an hour long and just chill. Listen to you talk about crocheting, about yarn, about hooks, about anything. Honestly, I just like to hear people talk, okay? I love just figuring out what makes a person them, and if crocheting is involved, heck yeah, okay? So just more consistency with podcasts, and consistency can go with like videos in general as well, but I mean, life happens, I understand. It's just what I want to see. Like, this isn't like, oh, you guys need to do this or do that. This is just me wanting, you know? We all have wants in this world. This is me wanting. And yes, I keep looking down because I am working on my project, but I'm not showing you guys because I'll show you guys, like I said, after all of this. Okay. Next. Oh, okay. I was about to say next we're diving into some things, okay? But we're not diving into some things just yet. We're still in things. So, okay. I would love, I don't know if anyone else has, okay, this yarn is getting in my throat. I would love, I don't know if anyone else, why do I keep repeating myself? I don't know if anyone else has thought about this, but I would love to see crochet artists crochet with the fibers that knitters knit with. For example, mohair. Okay? I'm not saying mohair alone, but like mohair mixed with something. Mohair, different merino wools, you know, fingering weight stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure, of course, there are people and crochet artists who create their projects and creations with that yarn, but I don't see it a lot. Like, I rarely see it. Rarely. Like, I don't think anyone I follow on Instagram or YouTube like uses mohair consistently in their projects. Like knitters, it's like, oh, they just use mohair. Like every knitter that I see, they use mohair with something, you know? I'm just like, I would love to see someone crochet with mohair. Like, come on. So my sister's diving into mohair now. I might be diving into mohair. Maybe. And this is not mohair alone. I'm not gonna knit with that lace weight yarn alone. Absolutely not. But I will mix it with something. Okay? So you might see me. I'm not gonna say soon because it's probably not gonna be soon, but you might see me crocheting with some mohair. But I would love to see, like, does anyone else think this? Like, they would love to see, because I watch a lot of knitters, so I'm like, oh, that'd be nice if people crochet with that. So does anyone else think that? No? Let me know, please. Now we're getting into the little nitty gritty of the thing. Okay. So let me just tell you guys, I'm not trying to get serious about stuff. I'm not trying to call anybody out. I'm not trying to start anything. So don't even think of it like that. Just think of it as us having a healthy conversation, as if like we're in person and we're just talking about all things crochet, and I'm just bringing up some things that I have seen, you know, because I know a lot of people may be thinking about this, so why not have a conversation, like a healthy, normal conversation. Okay, so let me read this before I say anything. Okay, so we're going to talk about custom orders. Like custom orders, okay? So, you know, custom order, someone pays the crochet artist to create something for them, you know. Usually it happens on Instagram. They DM, blah, 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 back and forth. Okay, I'm going to make you your custom order. Or they have a website, do custom orders. Cool. Custom orders are great. Love them, okay? Now what I don't really care to see is when the crochet artist or fiber artist, it could be anybody, it can be a knitter, a crochet artist, this is like for fiber artists in general. I don't like seeing when this sentence would not make sense if I continue. I don't like seeing fiber artists wearing the custom order that they created for their customer. Boom. Yes, that's how I want to say it. For example, if someone came to me and said they wanted a vest, whatever, they pay for that, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I create the vest. And then I wear the vest that's created for them. I take a picture in it. I post it on Instagram, like, custom order for my person. I don't like that at all. Does anyone else think about that? That's a little weird to me. Like, not trying to call anybody out or anything, but I've been seeing a lot, especially on Instagram, like people taking pictures in their customers' product that they created for the customer. Like, I'm just thinking about me, okay? if I commission somebody to create something for me, like a vest, or let's say a sweater, and I see them wearing what was created for me on their Instagram, I would feel a certain type of way. Like I would like, let's not do that, please. Like that's just like, okay, I'm thinking, okay, I was talking with my sisters about this, and we're like having a conversation. We're having a conversation, and one of them, I forgot, one of them said like, I don't want your like sweaty armpits and something that's supposed to be for me. Like that's immediately like what I think about. Like if I see someone wearing a custom order that's for someone else, like I think about like their armpits and like their arms sweat, or like their body, everything being in that vest or sweater, and then you just like give it to the person who you made it for. Like that's just And then another thing, I forgot which one, I think it was Malika, she was like, for example, that's like you going to the store and you buy whatever clothes you want to buy. The cashier person or whoever rings you up, and then before you take your bag to go, after you pay for it, they're like, hold on, let me try it on and see if it fits me. Or like, let me try it on and make sure that it's all good. Like, you're not gonna go to the store and someone's gonna like try on your stuff. Like I know it's like different, you know, that's that and this is this, but just think of it that way, okay? That's weird to me. I don't like that. That's something I've been seeing a lot. And I know like I took this long to, I don't know if you guys can hear how loud that plane was, but that plane was loud. But I know I took a little long to explain what I'm talking about, but I love to give examples, and I just love to, I don't know, I'm just an extra person in general. So I was thinking about that like last night, honestly, because I've just been seeing so many fiber artists wearing their customers' orders. I'm just like, I don't like that. Does that not make y'all feel any type of way? Like somebody's armpit juices going on your fabric and then you're wearing that? Like I get that you could like wash it and stuff, but like, no, it's still weird to me. Do I have anything else to say about that? No, I think that's it. I just wanted to say that's weird to me. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. A lot of fiber artists like to give their customers the benefit of the doubt. Like, you know, somebody may be going through something, they're not able to pay for what you have to offer, you know, upfront right away. That's cool. You know, you might do a little like, okay, you can pay later, and then you create it, and then they just pay later. But sometimes you end up in a situation where that person decides not to pay after you created what you created for them, or they're like, I can't pay right now, I have to pay later. And then, you know, you don't have that money after you created what you created. So I've been seeing a lot of that happening, where like a lot of fiber artists are relying on that income from that custom order, and then like their customers not coming through, not paying. Either like they're not paying deliberately, or they're not paying because they just don't have the money right now. So someone had asked me like what I would do in a situation like that, and I am here to tell you guys what I told them, and I just wouldn't ever do that to begin with. Like, my advice will be, if a person can't pay up front, then don't create anything for them right now. Like, sorry, but when they get that money, they can pay. But, you know, we're small businesses here. So we rely on this income. And if that person can't pay, like that's, I'm sorry, but I still need to be able to like, you know, eat, live, do whatever I need to do with the money that I'm getting from my small business. So to me, I would suggest if that person can't pay, don't create anything for them, so that you're not put in that situation where you create something, you work 30 hours on this sweater only for them not to pay you. Like, that's just my suggestion. That's it for that. All right, now let's get into more stuff like gatekeeping. Oh my gosh. Now this is something that definitely annoys me. Like, this isn't just a, that's weird, or, oh, you know, here's some advice. This annoys me, okay? It annoys me when people gatekeep stuff like, let's, for example, say checkered print, okay? There was a situation. I know about all these situations because people put all of their information out on their stories and stuff. So I just literally go through and I'm just reading everything. I'm like, oh my gosh, that happened. Oh my gosh, this happened. Like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Like, wow. Ooh, ooh. But like, I'm behind the scenes, like looking at all of this. So I have a lot of opinions built up. And since I have this podcast, I might as well just talk about it, because why not? This podcast is to talk about yarn, crochet, and more. And the crochet community is part of that and more. So there's a situation where someone, you know, the checker print purse, you know, checker print in general was like popping like a month ago, up until like a few weeks ago. Everyone was doing checker print. Everyone, I mean, people are still doing checker print, okay? And it was very, very popular. But this one person decided to attack another creator and say that that person was stealing that person's creation when it was a popular creation like checkered print. Like, no one owns checkered print. And you know that checker print purses that everyone was making? Like, everyone was making that checker print purse. You cannot gatekeep that checker print purse. Oof, almost died. Or that checker print in general, you know? It's like gatekeeping stripes. Everyone does stripes. You don't own stripes. Don't gatekeep stripes, okay? Stripes, unless someone blatantly copies your unique design or your pattern, do not attack another fiber artist because they did something that's literally similar or the same checkered print as yours, or stripes, because that's just popular. That's just what happens. That's it. Like, that's all I have to say about that, honestly. Stop gatekeeping stuff. Especially when it's a popular print like stripes or checkered stuff. That's it. That's it for that one. Okay. And last, but not... I feel like I saw somebody behind me. Oh my gosh, let's not even get started on that. That's weird. Okay. This last thing I literally just added before I started filming because I saw something on my timeline that like annoyed me. A lot of things annoy me and I just like ignore. But like I said, since I have this podcast, I might as well talk about it with you guys and see if anyone else like thinks, like I always think that I am the only one that's thinking what I'm thinking, or like I'm only thinking it with my sisters and that we're just like people who get annoyed easily or whatever. Always gotta check on the lips. But so I just want to bring it up and see what you guys are thinking and like what's happening. I just want to have a conversation because I don't hear or see anybody talking about this stuff. And like I said, I just want to have a conversation. Anyway, so this is about sustainability. So on a lot of like fiber artist stories, I see a lot of them talking about sustainability this, sustainability that, you know, sustainable clothing. I love that. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. I love seeing it. I'm like, finally, like, yes, this is what I want. But on the flip side or on the other side or whatever however you want to say it, I've been seeing a lot of fiber artists like going off on people about sustainable clothing and about what they're wearing and about, you know, where they shop and stuff like that. And, you know, it's okay to have your own opinion, you know, but just try to think about like how sustainable clothing might not be ideal for everyone. Okay, hear me out guys. Okay, so think about accessibility for people. Some people don't have access to sustainable clothing. Some people don't have the funds, don't have money to buy sustainable clothing, because you know sustainable clothing can be quite pricey. Okay, let's just be real. Okay, we want to be paid for our work, so it can be pricey. And let's think about like size inclusivity, okay? a lot of sustainable clothing, like brands and clothing in general, don't go up big sizes, don't go down super small sizes. So think about a person looking for their size. A lot of that might not be an available option for that person. So before you judge or go off on anybody and scrutinize whatever they're buying, just think about those things. Like, some people might not have the funds, accessibility, or size for that sustainable clothing brand or that sustainable clothing in general. So I just wanted to say that because I've been seeing a lot of people go off on people, and it's like, no one is going to talk about their situation and say that I can't afford that. This is why I'm doing this. So if you see somebody doing this, just think about, they might have something going on. You don't know anyone's story, honestly. So before you go off, just think about that person's situation, you know? That's it. Oh, also one more thing while we're talking about inclusivity. I have also been seeing a lot of people like who create patterns, put like sizes XS to 5XL, and then say that their pattern is size inclusive. I don't know if anyone else is thinking this, but to me, if you put a minimum and a maximum size in your pattern, to me, that's not being size inclusive. Hear me out, hear me out. Okay, I'm saying this because there are people that are smaller than extra small, and there are people that are bigger than 5XL. So don't get me wrong, having XL to 5, no, XL, having XS to 5XL, beautiful. I love that so much. That's a lot of work to be putting into like a pattern to include a lot of sizes. But at the same time, I would say don't say your pattern is size inclusive, because it is honestly not size inclusive, because you have a minimum and a maximum. Sizing being like, I know a lot of people like size inclusive is like, oh, you know, I have some plus sizes, I have some, you know, small sizes. But to me, putting inclusive means that all can create that and wear it. To me, measurement base is like the only true size inclusivity, you know, because the pattern is based on that person's measurements and not specific stitches to create that product, you know? If you guys don't agree, just let me know. That's totally okay. Like, we can have a conversation, but that's just what I'm thinking. That's just what I'm thinking, okay? I think that's all for that little serious section. But remember, okay, this is a beautiful community. I love it so much. I love that we're able to sit down and have conversations like this. I need to swallow. So like, let's just have a conversation. Like I just keep saying conversation, because I don't want anyone to take this as like me berating anyone or anything. Like, we should be able to have these types of conversations without anyone getting frustrated or heated in a moment, because, you know, we all have our own opinions, and this is my platform, so I want to talk about what I want to talk about. And if you guys want to join in on a conversation, then we join in. But remember, this is a beautiful, amazing community. We all love each other. We all support each other. We're all here to grow and be awesome, okay? So remember that. All love. All right. Now, moving on. The third thing I'm going to talk about, whips. Didn't I say that I was going to like crochet that? I didn't even crochet. I crocheted for the beginning of that and then just like talked for the rest of it. Anyway, whips. Since I'm working on a whip now, I can show you guys what I am working on. I only have 2 whips, but I feel like that's more than enough for me right now. Why'd I put this up? Okay, hold on. Give me a second. I need to stitch mark my project. So I learned from Tony from TL Yarn Crafts to like put your stitch marker in your, like, if you're done with your project for today, put a stitch marker on here so that when you yank at your yarn, it doesn't come loose. Oh, love that. Let me know if you guys knew that as well. Beautiful. Anyway, so I'm starting on a new pattern. Oh my gosh. I'm a pattern writer. What? So I wrote one pattern. That was my pride dress pattern. And now I'm working on another pattern. It's going to be for an oversized sweater. Like it's going to be like really oversized. Okay. Like comfy, dead in the winter. We're about to be super warm, oversized. But that's what I want. I'm using the Kaye Element yarn. So I have my yarn on this little spinny thingy right here. Okay, I saw some knitters using this. Well, my sister saw knitters using it. I also saw knitters using it, but I didn't buy it. My sister bought it and I saw like how convenient it was, especially for these cakes. And I was just like, yes, I'm buying it as well. Okay, so this is my sleeve currently. Okay, let's just turn it this way so the yarn is not right there. Look at this. I haven't done ribbing this long before. And I was just like, you know what? This is my pattern. I want to do what I want to do. So I was just like, you know what? Let me make my ribbing a little longer. So for my panel, this is the sleeve panel right now. So I'm done with my increases. So now I'm just going up with my little stripes. You can see the gray that I added in here that I'm not going to add in the regular panel. It's just going to be this blue, purple color and the cream. But my ribbing is going to be cream for the actual like back and front panel as well. And that ribbing is going to be even longer than this ribbing. Excuse me. I've been seeing a lot of projects with like big ribbing and I was just like, I need to try big ribbing. I need to try big ribbing. So here I am trying big ribbing. Okay. So yeah, this is the sleeve of the oversized sweater I'm making. Like, look at how this is my arm and this is how big the sleeve will be. Like, this is going to be massive. Like, look at this. Look at the ribbing. It's going to be more up here because it's going to be huge. But I love it. That's what oversized is supposed to be, okay? So this is what I'm currently working on. I'm also filming a video for it right now. And my other one that I'm working on, hold on. I'm working on a tote bag. So my sister Malika, aka Mr. Bob VYEN, she has a tote bag pattern that she needs to like perfect before she publishes it. So she sent me her notes on it and I'm modifying it to fit me, like not to fit me, but like for what I want. And I am making a huge tote bag, like a huge tote bag. Huge. So this is the first panel. Look, this could be like a nice little vest. I could add some ribbing here. Let me stop. But this is the panel for the bag. So the bag is going to be this big. You see it? That's huge, okay? But I want it to be hugely huge, like super huge. So this is the first panel done. I'm going to start on the second one later today, probably tonight or something. But that is what I'm working. Oh, I forgot to tell you what kind of yarn I'm using. Hello? So my last project that you saw, that's in half double crochet. I'm going to do a different stitch for the front and back panel for that one. So we'll see how that goes. Oh gosh, I'm going to be documenting it, so don't worry. This one is in half double crochet. Half double crochet is just my stitch. Okay, I love that stitch. But yeah, so this is in half double crochet. I'm using my Dishy 100% cotton yarn for it. So durable, so sturdy. Oh my gosh. And yeah, you guys will see, I'm also filming a video for that. So you guys will see like how big it turns out. I'm going to make sure the strap is like nice and thick and like kind of long as well. I'm making it so that I can hold at least 2 projects in it plus the 2 projects yarn. So whenever I go somewhere, I can have at least 2 projects to work on and I can have enough yarn so that I can do a lot when I'm out. So I was like, I need a tote bag for that. I don't want to buy something. And I was just like, I might as well create it and film myself doing it. So I'm filming that. That's so much fun. I'm so excited for that. So those are my whips. Just 2 for now. We shall see next week if I add on another project, because yeah, we shall see. All right, the next thing I want to talk about, patterns. All right, patterns. I've been getting a lot of questions about patterns, so I decided to like add this little bit in here so I can like talk to you guys about it. So I had a question. I was like, do you create patterns? Before I would have said, no, I don't create patterns. Like, why would I create patterns when I can just follow someone else's patterns? But then my sisters got me into, oh, okay, no, actually. Well, my sisters did get me into it, but I wanted to create a dress for Pride Month and I didn't feel like looking for a pattern for a dress. Plus, there aren't many like patterns that I wanted to follow, honestly. I just wanted to make like a simple sweater dress. And I was just like, you know what? I know how to make panels, I know how to make sleeves, so why don't I just try to make this myself? So I went through and created my own pattern, which is now up. It will be linked down below for you guys, and I'm so excited because that like sparked something under me, and I'm just like, whoa. Now I'm seeing the light. Now I'm seeing the world differently. When I see something, I'm like, how can I recreate that? How would I write that? What stitch would I use for that? Like, excuse me, pattern creator. Stop in your tracks. Who are you? What? So yes, I can say yes now. I do create patterns. Whew. Yes, I do. The next question is usually like, how do you create a pattern? And yeah, usually how do you create a pattern? My sister, Kalila, more Copy Callie, she is actually working on a video. Well, she's not working on a video. She's working on like creating a video on how to create a pattern actually. So you can be on the lookout for that one. But I will just tell you a few tips that I did. So the first thing I did to like learn how to create a pattern, was that the question that I had? I don't remember. How do you, yeah, I think that was the question. My brain literally went like, oh my gosh. Anyway, so I learned how to like read a pattern by looking at other patterns. So like, if you want to know how to like structure a pattern, how to even begin, I would say, especially for what you want to make, if you want to make a, let's just say a sweater, a basic sweater, buy a sweater pattern from someone else, see how they structure their pattern, like, and don't just buy from that one person. Like I would say get a few like hopefully cheap patterns so that you can, I mean, even if it's not cheap, it's an investment if you really want to start creating patterns. So I wouldn't say look at it as like, oh, let me get a cheap one, let me get it. Like if you really want to learn, you're going to have to invest in your learning and your education because it's an education. So invest in buying patterns and just look at how they structure it. Look at like learn the abbreviations. I should have said that first. Learn the abbreviations like HDC, DC, ST, STS, SM for stitch marker if you use stitch markers, but SCBLO. There's so many. Oh my gosh. I'm not even going to try to think of more from the top of my head, but there's so many abbreviations that like you need to learn first. So, and you would learn that by like looking at other people's patterns or just like Googling it. I guess you can Google, but I learned from looking at other people's patterns. Even if you're making a sweater, you can look at a sock pattern, see how they did that. Like just, yeah. So I would say learn abbreviations and look at different patterns and it will teach you a lot. Trust me. So those are a few tips. I'll let my sister take over with the rest of it whenever she puts out her video. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Last thing I want to talk about everything I made in June, guys. Everything I made in June. So it's not a lot, okay? It takes me like a week to complete creations, projects and stuff. So I only finished 3. I have them right here. So the first one I finished was this Grand Canyon crop top. I call it the Grand Canyon crop top because I started it like at the Grand Canyon and stuff, and it's part of my Grand Canyon vlogs, which I will link up here for you guys. Yes. So here's the Grand Canyon crop top. It is made with 100% cotton yarn, my Dishy yarn from Knit Picks. And oh my gosh, like I've washed this like 3 times already and look at it. Like it still looks so good. Oh my gosh, it has some stuff on it, but you know, it still looks so good. It smells good too. Whoa, wait a minute. This was washed recently. But yeah, I have 2 videos on it actually if you guys want to check it out. And this is so excited to like create because it was based on my sister Malika Mr. Robin's Stripe Madness pattern, except I didn't do any stripes. I just used that pattern to create like a solid one, and my sister's created one as well. So yeah, it was really fun. My next one that I did, oh my gosh, where did my tongue come from? The next one that I did was this pride dress. This is the dress, the sweater dress where I have a pattern on it. So if you guys want to check it out, it's down below. But this was so much fun to make. This is my first creation, like making it from the top of my head. First time creating a pattern. So it was nice adventure. My stitches weren't like, I had no idea like how long I wanted my chain to be, like to fit around my thighs and stuff like that. So I didn't have trouble, but my front panel and my back panel weren't the same in size wise because I made the back panel too big. And so I was like, I made the front panel smaller so that I can like adjust, and then like sewing it together. Oh my gosh. I have a video for that too if you guys want to check that out. So then I created this next sweater dress right here so that I can perfect my stitches for the pattern, which I did. So I used the pride pattern to create this sweater dress right here. I have a video on this one as well. I have a video on like all my projects, honestly. So yeah, I perfected my stitches for this one, and this one came out so great. Oh, these 2 were made with, actually this one was made with 100% acrylic yarn from Red Heart and Impeccable, and this one was made from just Impeccable 100% acrylic yarn. These are my last 2 projects using 100% acrylic. Like I said, I'm trying to like slowly get away from acrylic and stuff. Like I can do blends, but like 100% acrylic I am not doing. So yeah, though that was everything that I made in June. Hopefully July I can have more. That would be great. That would be insane if I have more actually. But yeah, I have a few projects that I'm trying to get finished. So yeah, we shall see in July what I get done. And I think that is it. Yeah, guys, that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm sorry if you felt like it was a little too serious, but like I said, this is my platform, so I want to be able to bring subjects up that might make people a little uncomfortable to talk about because, you know, it's bringing to light what's happening behind the scenes, and that's what I want to do. Like, if you have to shake some things up to get people talking, then you just have to shake some things up and get people talking, okay? But I hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless, and I hope you will tune in to my next episode, which will come out on Mondays because I'm always posting on Mondays. Let me know down below what your favorite segment was in this podcast, and if you have any other ideas for what you want to see from me in my podcast. If you have any questions, let me know down below. Just comment anything you want to comment. If you want to comment an emoji, just comment an emoji. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in my next episode.